Yo, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have another player review for you all, and this is one of my favorite players in real life, but not only in real life, also in FIFA now, and you'll find out how good he is in today's video, guys. If you enjoy it, smash the like down below, subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21 content. I have a lot of videos planned for the channel, should be double uploads. We have Road to Glory, should bring foot drafts into it, reviews, squad builders, all sorts of stuff. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. But as I say, today we are focusing on Paul Pogba, the midfielder who surprised me. He surprised me first off with his price. 200,000 coins for this card. It seems too cheap in my opinion. Especially when previous years he's been around 400, 500,000 coins, especially that year when Zlatan and Pogba were in the league. But 86 rated Paul Pogba, what are his stats like? 73 pace, 81 shooting, 86 passing, 85 dribbling, 66 defending and 85 physical. 6'3", high medium work rate, right footed, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. So looks good from overall, looks a decent card. His in-game stats though, 66 acceleration, 79 sprint speed, 81 attack positioning, 75 finishing, 90 shot power, really nice, 82 long shots, 84 volleys, 83 penalties, 88 vision, 80 crossing, 82 free kick accuracy, but he has 86 short pass, 91 long pass, which is really nice, 85 curve, 73 agility, 66 balance, which obviously is not great, 81 reactions, 90 ball control, 87 dribbling, 87 composure. So from the first sort of stats you can see, he's not going to be the quickest, but what he is an amazing passer and an amazing dribbler. Defending though, he is not amazing at. He has 64 interceptions, 75 heading accuracy, 63 defensive awareness, 67 stand tackle, 65 slide tackle. Not the best at all, but he has 82 jumping, 83 stamina, 89 strength and 78 aggression. Play trait, he has the flair trait and he has the outside the foot shot trait. So overall, looks good. 200,000 coins I think is a good price for this card. What we're going to do in today's review is we are going to comment the highlights that I have managed to get with this Paul Pogba. As you can see, we've played 23 games with the card, so I have a really good understanding of how he actually does play. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the clips and let's give Paul Pogba a rating out of 10. Let's get into it. And here we go, guys, into the highlights that we did manage to get with none other than Paul Pogba. Now, a lot of these clips will be Paul Pogba picking up the ball from deep, dribbling with it, maybe trying to pass, trying to take on players, and you will see you will get an overall idea of how he actually does play in game in the 4-4-2, in the 4-2-3-1. He is a fantastic midfielder on this game at picking up the ball and going. So you want Paul Pogba, he is a fantastic ball carrier. That's what I'm trying to get at. He really does carry the ball from defense to attack. He can pass it on. And yeah, a lot of these clips you will see his positioning is very attack-minded. That's one thing to really consider with this card. It's, do I need an attack-minded midfielder? Do I need a guy to sit next to Kante? Or do I need a guy maybe to sit next to an attacking player? Now, Paul Pogba, he's not a defensive player. We'll talk about that in the cons. But talking about his pros first off, I would say the passing is really nice. I think it's nice to have a midfielder who you can fully rely on a range of passing. The long passing, the short passing, the flare passing. I think I use that a lot where I think you hold LT and maybe he'll just do a back heel or something. I think it's really useful in surprising your opponent with the passes. And Paul Pogba, he does that really well. So his passing, just like real life, is absolutely fantastic. You see there, the ball to Adama Traore. It's never in doubt, and I think that's really important this year. With the balls in behind, it seems like defenses are open a lot more than they have been in previous years. So if you've got a guy who can play a long pass, Paul Pogba is your guy. But what other pros does he have? Dribbling. 5-star skill moves on the card is not one to be missed at. It really isn't, guys. 5-star skill moves is so important, I think, this year in FIFA 21. Maybe not so much for midfielders, but it really does help, because if you're in a tight space, you can get out of it with Paul Pogba, knowing that he can maybe pull off an elastico, a Berber spin, the one where you cancel it. It's a really cool new skill move, but he can do a lot of the skill moves that you want to do. Well, he can do all of the skill moves. He can do all of them really well. Even with his poor agility and balance, he can do them really quickly. And it just allows you to have that bit of extra dimension in midfield. I really don't like having a midfield, for example, Allen and Kante. I think that midfield is way too predictable. Having Paul Pogba in the midfield, though, he is super good at going forwards. 4-star weak foot, really good. For a midfielder, I feel like a 4-star weak foot is more than good enough because he won't get in so many shooting positions, but what he will get in is a lot of passing situations where maybe he needs to use his left foot to play a guy through. And I think Paul Pogba, you can rely on his left foot to make the passing. Obviously, a 5-star weak foot would take him to the level of like a Ruud Gullit, but Ruud Gullit, he lacks the 5-star skill moves. I'm not comparing the two, but it's just one of them things that maybe the 5-star skill moves is a nice bonus to have over a 5-star weak foot this year. It's one thing to consider. Paul Pogba as well is really strong in game. Obviously, this comes with the height, comes with the sort of presence in game. He's really strong. He can brush people off the ball. I think one thing with Pogba is he's defensively poor, as we'll get onto, but one thing he can do well is put people, maybe push people off the ball rather than actually tackle them off the ball. He can hold them off, say your back is against your opponent. Paul Pogba can quickly turn them and get you on the attack, and I think his just overall strength in game is important to the way I like to play this game, especially when you are shielding players as well. Shot power is good. Shot power is nice. I mean, again, we'll talk about the shooting in a second, but shot power is really good for the card. There are a lot of instances where I did hit the bar, did hit the post, and it's just unfortunate with Pogba. I think with his shot, it just rise a lot, so it's one thing to look out for, but the shot power is good on the card. You have to take a good shot power on a card like Paul Pogba. You have to consider that it's a useful attribute to have. And finally, composure. Composure on the card is good. I think it's in the high 80s, so it's one of them things you can trust him most times in front of goal. You can trust him to pick the ball up. He never looks flustered. He's always really calm on the ball, and he just does well at sort of running the midfield. Box to box is superb at that. But there are a few cons for this card which do take away, because I've heard pros talking about this card, talking about it's a really, really good card. And it is a good card, but you have to get used to how it actually plays. You have to play it in the right position. And I will say that one big con for the card is the balance. Balance just sometimes means that when you get the ball with Paul Pogba from your maybe centre-backs, you've got Pogba picking up the ball and it's like he'll take a bad touch and he'll lose the ball. His balance, he's all over the place. It just is frustrating sometimes. Although I say his dribbling is good, the balance does let him down and does make him a tad clunky. But less clunky this year, I do believe. In previous years, finishing isn't good enough. 75 finishing, I think it is. Yeah, it's not good at all, guys. You play him through, he's such a box-to-box player. I didn't mention the runs, but the runs are absolutely superb on this card. The problem is he'll make an amazing run. You'll be one-on-one with the goalkeeper and he's missed, and it's like, oh, come on, you should be scoring that, and that's just the lack of finishing on the card. Maybe it can be adjusted with a chemistry style, but I just think Paul Pogba is not a great finisher in this game. Tackling, not good at all as well. I think he misses a lot of tackles, slide tackles, stand tackles especially. I don't normally do slide tackles, but stand tackle, it's not good, guys. It is not good. So defensively, he is poor. What also makes him defensively poor is the positioning. He makes a lot of runs up the pitch. Stamina can affect him, and he is just often left out of position defensively. But overall, he's one of the best creative midfielders that I've used so far, especially in a 2. I think that he's not a cam. He is just a box-to-box player. Defensively, however, he is very poor. Doesn't make the tackles, isn't in the right position. And I think it's a lot of manual work with this Paul Pogba to try and get him to make the tackles, to try and make him defend. But you can see from the return, 23 games, 8 goals, 12 assists. I am very, very happy with this card. And I think that Paul Pogba in this game is a go-to midfielder for 200,000 coins. I would definitely recommend him. Just use him in the right position, guys. Not in like a defensive position at all. But yeah, 200,000 coins. Go and pick him up. Hope you enjoyed today's review. 9.2 out of 10 for Paul Pogba. I think he's good, as I say. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like down below. Subscribe for a lot more FIFA 21 content. I'll see you all in the next one.